Hello, we've got this little Peavey Destiny guitar here, made in the USA. No static. Everything works smoothly. Humbucker pickup, coil split switch. Coil and single coil in the middle by itself, front two singles, and the front. Nice kind of country tones there, soft tones there. Bright Strat sound there. A little bit of the Strat honk there in that fifth position, or fourth position. See, the tremolo works fine. Humbucker all the way down, all the way up, switch down, humbucker full on. Very strong, very powerful. Stays in tune nicely. Bar drops to a real nice position when you're finished. The flaws on this guitar that I can see, you can see the front of it is extremely clean. Fire mist metallic red color really glows on stage under stage lights. Rosewood fingerboard, 24 fret, Gibson scale, 24 3/4 inch scale. Locked down here. The flaws on this guitar, the very first one, if you can see it, this little tip has been knocked off and re-glued. It hasn't been touched up, so that is possible that you could drop some paint in there if that's an issue for you. It's good and solid. I've never tried to touch it up or anything. The one thing that I know is not original about it are these chrome washers around the bushings. When Peavey made this guitar, they either got the headstock too thick or they put too much paint on it and got it too thick, and it wouldn't allow the bushing to thread into the tuner tight enough. It only got just a small amount of thread there, so they wouldn't hold up. They would just pop off. And one reason was the thickness of the headstock. The other was they had a thick washer here. So I've replaced those washers with some thinner ones. I also added two, if you can see them, I added two small screws right here, anti-rotation screws that prevent the tuners from turning on you. So that eliminated and fixed that problem. You can see the serial number, I think, on the guitar. USA guitar, made in USA. The other blemish that I see on the guitar is up here on the top rim. There's a chip of paint out right here. Could be touched up if that bothers you. Here's my pinky nail, kind of give you a reference of how big it is. About 1/4 of an inch little spot, I suppose. Otherwise, the back of the guitar is fairly clean. See if I can get some reflection here. Neck through. neck through construction. It's got a little bit of, I wouldn't call it buckle, I'd say probably button indentation right here. And it has a mar in the finish of this plastic plate. Could be buffed out if that bothers you. Around the rim, I can see a couple little spots right here, but I can't feel them. Just a discoloration. I don't know if that's a factory thing or not. Jack works good, barrel jack, which is amazing for the age of the guitar. Does have strap locks on it. The rest of the guitar is super clean. Plays good. The action is at 5/64 on the low E, 4/64 on the high E, which is, I believe, Fender spec. It has relief, a little bit of relief in the neck, which is exactly what you want to keep it from buzzing. The Kaler is in good shape. Some of the black, if you can see, the finish is starting to wear off the brass fine tuners. So you can see that they, about 2 or 3 of them look brassy on top instead of black. It all works good. They work perfectly. Tremolo arm works perfectly. This tremolo has been totally gone through about a year ago. Took it completely down, cleaned every part, buffed off all the rust, all the issues from it, put it back together, new set of strings, and it's basically been sitting on the shelf the rest of that time. There's a little bitty, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little bitty chip right here out of the finish. It's very tiny, not really noticeable. Not much pick scratching or anything going on here. I could use a good polishing, I suppose, all over, but all over it's good. Very minimal, I don't know if you can see it, very minimal fret wear for a guitar this age. So no problem there. Good little guitar, Peavey Destiny. I've got it hooked through a little small Mesa Boogie amp, just clean. No static. Switch works fine. Tone works fine. Volume works fine. Switch works fine. Decent little guitar. I'll show you the case. It's a factory Peavey case. Could probably use a vacuum cleaner run through it, but it's fairly nice and clean. The straps are good on the hinges. Holds the lid open. Factory Peavey logo, fairly clean. A few things on it. Nothing out of the ordinary for age. No breaks or cracks that I can find anywhere. Peavey logo on both sides. All the buckles work good, which is sometimes rare on these molded case. Overall, nice little guitar. And that's about it. See if I can show you one more time this little chip that's been knocked off and re-glued on the beak, I call it. And that's basically it. So there you go. That's Peavey Destiny.